Success Keynote. Every time you hear that song, I want you on your feet and clapping, because that means we're celebrating another trailblazer. Now, who wants to get more value out of Salesforce? I don't think you were loud enough. Who wants to get more value out of Salesforce? All right. Now, you may have noticed a Wizard of Oz theme. Why, you ask? Because just like Dorothy was on her journey, you are on your path to succeed with Salesforce. And just like Dorothy had the lion, the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, we're going to show you how customer success is on the path with you. Now, without further ado, please join me in welcoming President of Customer Success, Brian Millham.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Good afternoon. Hello. My name is Brian Millham. I am the president of the Customer Success team here at Salesforce, and we are thrilled to be here with you today to talk to you about the future of customer success and how we can deliver more value to each of you based on your investments in Salesforce. We have a lot to cover today, a great agenda for you, but before we get started, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for being here at our keynote, day 3 of Dreamforce, day 5 for me, but day 3 for most of you of Dreamforce. Thank you for coming this week to the conference. This is an incredible week for us. I think we pitch it as a way for you to hear all about how you're going to learn more about what we're doing at Salesforce and our roadmap forward, but we get just as much in listening to all of you and the feedback we get for engaging with you this week. So thank you for being here. And I'd just like to thank you for being our customers. I started this business a little over 20 years ago now. We had no customers, so I'm uniquely appreciative for everything you guys have done to make us successful. So thank you so much. Just wondering, has anyone seen this slide in this week? Anybody seen the Customer 360 slide? Probably every session has had this slide, and there's a reason. We believe in today's world, you have to put the customer the center of everything you're doing across sales and service, marketing, commerce, communities. It is the age of the customer that is more empowered, more connected, and has more choices than they've ever had before. So you invest in a platform like this to meet those demands, absolutely critical. But when you invest in a platform like Salesforce, you get a lot more than just a technology platform. You get the success team standing behind that customer 360. When we started this business back in '99, it was a new business model. It was innovative back then. It was subscription-based. We knew we had to earn your business every single day. Our number one priority back then was, let's make sure that we deliver customer success to every single one of our customers. And that same priority is true today, delivering success for all of you. We believe our success offerings here within our success team are powered in 3 ways: by support experts, or success experts. These are the folks that are on the support lines answering your technical questions in a timely fashion. These are experts on our implementation services side and advisory services side, the people who know how to get you up and running very, very quickly because they've seen thousands of implementations. And these are experts that sit on our success management teams, the folks that can help you adopt the technology and get the most from our products. Also powered by best practices, things that we've learned actually from all of you over the years. Things like change management, governance, operating models, enterprise agility, or maybe it's simply, hey, just show me what great looks like for my industry in sales and service and marketing. And finally, the third way we're powering the success of the teams is through Einstein. You see our products embedding Einstein more and more, the intelligence in our products showing up, but you will now start to see our success plays embedding Einstein. We should be making recommendations to you based on the knowledge we have about your use of our technology. We get to showcase some of that a bit later. We're very excited about that to show you in some of our demos. 20 years of proven success in this area. We also know that success is defined differently by probably everybody in this room. a different definition of what success looks like, your own emerald city, so to speak. I was with a VP of sales for a high-tech manufacturer just down in the South Bay last week who said, my number one goal, my number one success criteria is how do I make sure that I'm getting top-line growth through better campaign execution, better lead conversion, and higher AE productivity. Healthcare manufacturer, medical device manufacturer on the East Coast said, hey, I need to take some costs out of my support operations. Really important to that person, the most important thing from a success perspective. So I'm gonna do call deflection, but I need to make sure that I'm not dropping Net Promoter Score or CSAT along the way. Or the regional bank I met with last quarter who said, I need to transform my business. That's my measure of success because my entire industry has been transformed. And we feel great about the tools that we put out there, a deep ecosystem of tools that you can leverage, always on, if you want to take them on yourself and consume them at your own pace, adoption programs that have been built over the 20 years we've been doing this, accelerators and developer support, 24/7 support, and a great professional services team that can help you guys get up and running. We've also heard from all of you as we listen to the feedback that there's a lot, and sometimes it's not easy to consume all the things that you're delivering to us. So help us. Tell us more about which products we should be using from you, which success plays we should be using. So we believe the future of success is about a personalized journey, a personalized path of success for all of you that's individually targeted at your company. We call it precision success, mostly because my boss came up with that name and it seems to make sense. We'll call it precision success, offering you the right resource at the right time with the right skills to drive the best outcomes and the most value for our customers. So we're gonna see some of that today, and to start us off, I'm gonna turn it over to our SVP of Global Customer Adoption, Jamie Dominici. Jamie, over to you.
Thank you. All right. So for those of you still trying to remember the Wizard of Oz, let me give you the quick version, okay? Dorothy, she lives in Kansas. There's a tornado. She wakes up and she's in Oz. All she wants to do, get the heck out of there. How does she do it? Well, someone says, you gotta go meet the wizard. He lives in the Emerald City. So, okay, she walks on the yellow brick road. Along the way, she meets some friends. She meets a scarecrow who's looking for a brain, the Tin Man who needs a heart, and the lion. Can't forget the lion. He needed to find some courage. So they all go to the Emerald City. They get there, they meet the wizard, and you know what they find out? He's not really a wizard. He has no powers. In fact, he's just a man behind the curtain. And what does he tell him? Everything that you need, you already have right here. So for today, call me the wizard, call me the woman behind the curtain. Thank you. Yes. Because I am going to tell all of you about all the things that you have available from Salesforce to help each and every one of you on your path to success. Sound good? All right. Well, we're gonna look at it in 3 chapters. I wanna teach everyone to think like an expert. I wanna give you the courage to help you innovate and transform. And most importantly, talk about how you can have the heart to be customer first. But let's start by teaching you to think like an expert. And I can think of no better way to do that than to bring to the stage one of our very own Salesforce experts, MVP, Mr. David Giller. Please welcome David, everybody. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
How you doing? Feeling good?
I'm doing great.
Okay.
I'm happy to be here. I feel honored to be here right now.
Oh, we are ecstatic that you are here. So you are an MVP. For those of you who don't know about our MVPs, they are the Salesforce ninjas. Like, they know everything about the ecosystem, the products, how to get it done. So tell everybody, how'd you get here?
So in 2007, I was an accidental admin. Like many of you, I was working my job at GE Capital and Salesforce landed on my lap. And when I first learned Salesforce, I completely fell in love. It was love at first login. And I became a Salesforce enthusiast immediately. And in 2013, I decided to take the knowledge and expertise that I had at my job at GE Capital as a Salesforce admin and open up my own Salesforce consulting firm, which is Brain8. So now I'm a Salesforce consulting partner, helping other companies to leverage the Salesforce platform.
Okay, so MVP and a consultant, you must be getting questions all day.
All the time.
Yep. What's the most common question you're getting right now?
So the most common question I get is from admins who are very comfortable in Classic. They feel the confidence, they have the expertise, they know where to navigate around, they know how to customize whatever they need to in Classic, and here comes this thing called Lightning, and they are completely lost. So whether their organization has already moved over to Lightning, or they are first embarking on that journey, the big question that they come to me with is, how on earth do I learn Lightning? What is the best way for me to learn Lightning?
Okay, Lightning, it's time. And for those of you who've already moved over, we want to teach you how to get value out of it. So David was nice enough, come on over here, I like to talk to everybody. So David was nice enough to tell us his 3 best tips on how to get the most out of Lightning. So why don't we start off with Trailhead? Why don't we tell everybody how should they use Trailhead?
So first of all, let's hope that everyone in this room has already heard about Trailhead.
We're in a trail.
And,
so.
And even if you have heard of Trailhead and used Trailhead, some of you might not even be aware of the fact that on Trailhead there's something called trail mixes. Trail mix is essentially like a playlist. Well, on Trailhead there happens to be a playlist called Blaze Your Trail to Lightning. On this trail, it will help guide the new admin who's not familiar with Lightning through all of the core pieces of functionality that they need to know to become a master of Lightning experience.
And Trailhead is a learning tool, yes, but it's a lot more than that. I recently have met an admin who was here, and he said his wife, who is a stay-at-home mom, which, by the way, might be the hardest job in the world, wanted to learn a little bit more about what he was doing. So she went on Trailhead, took 700 trails, became a ranger, is hosting 3 sessions here this week.
Incredible.
That's the power of Trailhead. But what about if people want to get together, which is often the case? We have this vibrant ecosystem with the Trailblazer community. Let's talk to these folks and tell them all about it.
All righty. So the Trailblazer community. For those who are not familiar with it, the Trailblazer community essentially includes lots of different online groups where you can join different groups on essentially any topic related to Salesforce, whether it's by industry, whether it's by feature, whether it's by Salesforce product. So there's one particular group that I love, especially for admins who need to learn about Lightning Experience, which is called the Lightning Now group. In the Lightning Now group, what you will see on the left-hand side of the screen, you will see in the side panel, you will see core resources that just by focusing on that and nothing else on the screen, you will have an immense amount of resources to help you learn everything you need to know about Lightning. In the center of the screen, you're going to find discussions. People are putting questions. People are adding additional resources. Here's a cool pitch. Here's a cool YouTube video that I found, or I posted, or I created, and there's discussion around that. On the right-hand side, you have a quick link to the people who are in the group, the resources, the files that have been shared, and the topics that are recently discussed.
Awesome. Now, what about for folks who want to go a step further, get a little bit more information or meet face-to-face?
So with that, I strongly recommend the Customer Success Events Calendar. For those who are not familiar with the Customer Success Events Calendar, you will find over here things like upcoming world tours. You will find a wealth of webinars, not only in different languages and cater to different regions, but again, practically focusing on practically every Salesforce product and industry available. So most of us have a need for immediate gratification. We might look at a schedule of webinars and we say, okay, that's great, I'll sign up, it's next Tuesday, and we all know how life kicks us where we don't expect it, and we can't necessarily make it. So in order to meet that need for immediate gratification, I strongly recommend going right here and simply looking for the recordings of prior webinars so you can just click on the link, start the webinar, and start learning Lightning Experience immediately.
So everybody in this room, you have access to this. We host over 3,000 webinars and events fully focused on success around the world every month. So go here, take advantage of it starting today. And speaking of today, I'm very excited because we're launching a new program today, which is a Trailblazer mentorship program. So now all of you in this room can sign up to be a mentee, where you can learn best practices about Salesforce, the ecosystem, building your career, and you will have incredible mentors from Salesforce experts. And I feel very honored because I happen to be standing with one of our inaugural Salesforce mentors right here, David Gillard. So please, thank you. Round of applause. And keep the celebrations going because, David, thank you for helping us to think like an expert.
Thank you.
Round of applause for David. Thank you. Great job. Okay, so obviously David is an expert. A lot of customers come to us and they say, hey, Salesforce, you guys should be experts on Salesforce. And I say, yes, hopefully, or we're in big trouble. But a lot of customers ask, can you show us how you use Salesforce? So I thought, yes, I will show you guys. This is how we use Salesforce here in our customer success group. So I'm going to be Al. He is a success manager here at Salesforce. I know I don't look like an Al, but it'll pay off, don't worry. So this is what Al sees when he logs in. You can see we're using Lightning, we're using the console, and everything has been customized specifically for Al. You remember Brian was talking about the success path, where each and every customer has their unique path to success? Well, we track it. That's right here. We use our Kanban, and we identify where you, the customer, are on your journey, and then we provide recommendations to our success managers so they know exactly what to do next. But we want to make our success managers' job a little bit easier. They have a lot of customers to manage. So we use Einstein. With Einstein Insights, we are identifying when things are happening within an account, and we let the SM know. So look here, it looks like e.l.f. Cosmetics, one of Al's accounts. It's about to be Black Friday. Their sales are about to jump, so we're letting Al know. But we also use recommendations. So we're telling Al, not only is this going to happen, we're going to tell you exactly what to do. So Al knows he needs to immediately go set up a meeting with ECTA right now. Well, Al, being a good SM, he's always out on the road meeting with customers, and that's why he's using Salesforce Mobile. I know what you guys are thinking. Wait, that doesn't look like my mobile. Do you have a secret Salesforce Mobile? No, we don't. This is the new Salesforce Mobile available to everybody in this room. Looks a little different, right? Yes. On the top, we have all your favorites. On the bottom, there's a navigation bar. So now with one hand, you can click and select and add an update. A lot easier. But also, everything you saw on our desktop, it's here. The success path, opportunities, cases, and Einstein Analytics. That's right. No more flipping to another app. No more building in iframes. It's embedded right here, right in your mobile app. So Al can dig in, get insights, understand all of the things that his customer is engaging with, and take action right here, right where he is. And now Al always wants to be up to date on what's going on within his account. So we use alerts. These are new functions. Oh, look, Al just got an alert. It's letting Al know that a customer support agent just closed a case. Now, this is very important. At Salesforce, we want every department to know who's interacting with the customer. So if somebody in support does something, someone in customer success needs to know about it. And you know what they do? They can immediately take action. So Al, being the amazing SM that he is going to use Einstein Voice Assistant to take action. Al, show us what to do.
Change status to implement, period. Set up meeting with Ekta Chopra at e.l.f. Cosmetics, period.
Okay, that was cool. Voice to text, always cool. But what's really cool is what's happening behind the scenes here. Did anybody hear Al say contact or account? No. But what's happening, Einstein is using natural language processing and going in the background and searching for the word that sounded like e.l.f. Cosmetics, that was an account, and then hearing Ekta Chopra, that's a contact record, and voila, just like that, A task has been automatically created, associated to the right account, brought in the right contact, and you know what Al had to do? Pretty much nothing. That's the power of Einstein. Because although Al didn't have to do a ton of work there, he now can spend more time in front of the customer, which is the most important thing in customer success. Well, Al has had a very busy day. I think he's accomplished a lot, and it's worth a celebration.
Woo-hoo.
Thank you, Al. Now, I want everybody to know this stuff is real and available to you today. So number one, if you go into setup, you can turn on that new mobile and make all of your users more productive, leverage AI, and the best part, this is a low-code app. So you can get this customized up and running in no time. And this next thing, I'm thinking, how else can we make you more productive? Well, anybody who's an admin in this room, you know at one point you thought, how do I make my end users use all this amazing stuff that I've rolled out? How can I drive adoption? Well, very excited because we have introduced in-app guidance. So now you can create your own in-app prompts, and because it's a declarative feature, you can easily create an app, customize what you put in it, identify who you want to target, say what you want to say, make it stay up as long as you want. Think about this. Think about how many less calls you're going to get from people saying, hey, how do I use that new feature, right? Think about when we roll out a new release or you onboard a new user. This is all right here. Go into your setup. You can turn this on today. Are you guys excited? I was pretty excited about that. I mean, this was exciting. But we know you want best practices, and so that's why we've made this even better. You can turn on the in-app guidance, and we went ahead and curated the top 5 prompts needed to drive in-app guidance. We know where users get stuck, so we went ahead and already wrote the prompts for you, and with a click of the button of the App Exchange, you can download it today. And we know it's not just about how you use it, it's about how you measure it. And if I had $1 for every time someone asked us, what dashboard do you use? I would be super rich, not up here right now. But I didn't make that bet, so that's okay. But what we have done is curate our top dashboards that are from both our customers and our very own at Salesforce. And with a click of a button, you can download these pre-configured dashboards and start using them today. So this is how we can help you to think like an expert. Let's move to our next chapter. It's all about courage. You need to have the courage to truly innovate and transform your business. I'd like to welcome to the stage someone who's going to tell you about that, our new EVP of Customer Success and Professional Services, Lori Steele.
Thank you so much, Jamie. It's wonderful to be here, and it's wonderful to be here with all of you. As Jamie said, I'm relatively new here to Salesforce. Actually, the last time I was at Dreamforce, I was sitting out there with all of you in the audience. It's way cooler to be up here in Oz on this really cool stage. But thank you. I'm going to take just a few minutes and share with you a little bit about our professional services team and what we've been up to. The first thing I really want you to all think about is we have thousands of team members across the globe that are really there to help you no matter where you are on your journey. Our professional services team is part of our customer success organization. And whether you're just starting out, whether you're bringing on new functionality, whether you're bringing on all this new Einstein voice and mobile, our teams are there to help you, to work alongside of you, to bring expert best practices and advice, and to really help you get the most value from your investment in Salesforce. We are an incredibly innovative company. You've just spent the whole week learning about all the new things that we're bringing to you, and we're going to keep innovating. So our teams are really here to make sure that we can bring the frameworks, the best practices, and use our incredible assets and resources, whether it's just Trailhead, whether the experiences we've learned through thousands of implementations, to help you get the fastest path to success and help your organization adopt more quickly and get the value. And then as we think about you standing up as an organization, you being an organization of experts yourself, we want to make sure that we leave behind the skills that you need. So partnering with you to help you on your journey, but making sure we're helping you establish a center of expertise and have the kinds of skills that you need in your own organization to continue to deliver on value. So when I think about delivering on that value and teams working together, our services are really, if you think about it, in 3 different ways that we can work with you. I try and just simplify it down to 3 ways. First, our advisory services, which I mentioned, which these are the experts that can provide you advice and guidance and help you along your journey. We have our implementation services for when you really want a team to sit down with you and help you get through the next chapter of your implementation. And then we have our transformation services, and that's really about our most ambitious customers who are really transforming their organization to a more customer-centered organization and really have to have a bold vision, a roadmap, and the tools, skills, and teams to help you along the journey. Well, we don't do this alone here at Salesforce. Over 75% of the implementations done out there are done by our partner ecosystem. And our customers want both Salesforce and the partner ecosystem to work together in the most collaborative ways to bring the most value to how we work together. Today, about half of our services are delivered alongside partners. But I think we can do better. And we've spent a lot of time with our customers listening to how we can do better and how we can make sure we're bringing the right teams, the right expertise, and the right collaboration to all of you. So we've talked about 3 new things. One is a new engagement model. And that engagement model is really, think of it as all of us together, the partners, Salesforce, and each of you, and whether it's an ISV partner, setting shared goals, measures, and outcomes based on your journey so that we bring the right resources from each of us at the right time to help you along. The second thing we've talked about, and that we really have looked at as kind of our next generation of offerings, which is enhanced advisory services. And these are areas where many of you use our experts, our architects, whether they're technical architects, business architects, design architects, to help advise and guide you. But this is about bringing some very targeted offerings to bear in those most challenging areas so that we have a way to bring those best practices with small teams to help you along your way. So let me give you an example. This might be you have some concerns about the business value you're getting from your Sales Cloud implementation. We can put together a business value framework and look at where those challenges are and help you figure out how to make the changes you need to extract more value. We're getting ready to go into the holiday season, so you could be a retailer with high volumes, and you know you're going to hit your peak volumes. This is how our teams can come in and do a peak readiness assessment for you to make sure that we're ready and that your teams are set up and that your data and how you're going to operate is going to make sure that's going to go smoothly. And then the last thing we've talked about is, we've talked a lot about skills, and it's important that everyone continue to grow the skills that we need because Salesforce is growing, your businesses are growing, and our ecosystem is growing. So this is about our Salesforce professional services teams working really closely with all the partner education that's out there for our partners and the certifications, but it's bringing the best practices that we've learned by working close with our product teams, that we know by being in the field and implementing, that give the practical experience to that education. And it's also offering shadowing opportunities, whether it's for our customers' resources, all of your resources to work alongside ours, or the partners' resources, to get that real practical experience so that you can continue on your journey. So I think there's no better way to share with you what we've been doing in professional services than to bring one of our incredible trailblazers up here to talk about it. Nokia, as many of you know, the telecommunications industry has been going through an incredible amount of change. And the 5G has brought tremendous opportunities into the ecosystem. This is not an easy journey. But my next guest, I'm going to bring Ursula up right now. Why don't you come up and join me, Ursula? Thank you. So Ursula is going to take a few minutes and tell us all how she's, Ursula is the group CIO and Chief Digital Officer here at Nokia, and she's going to tell us for a few minutes about how she's led us through the Nokia transformation. Now, I know this hasn't been a short transformation, but you've all come out of the gate and focused on a few key things to really kind of drive yourself into the future. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about your goals and the ambitions that you're trying to accomplish from the transformation?
So Nokia, I think, is a very good company to talk about disruption and transformation. Having started 1864 as a paper mill, going into rubber, consumer electronics, mobile phones, and now 100,000 people of telecom infrastructure provider, I think we disrupted ourselves multiple times. In that respect, I think 5G with its new technology is exactly, so to say, that next frontier that now requires also internally, from an IT perspective, a different setup where you bring people, process, and technologies together. Having had actually an agglomeration of acquisition, our last acquisition was 2016, where we actually doubled the company. Through doubling the company, you immediately have an issue of how do you combine this together? How do you make this work? And so we tried actually very quickly to implement lead and opportunity management from Salesforce, and we managed in, I think, just 8 months to roll it out to over 10,000 people.
That's fantastic. So first, let me say a thank you. You've worked closely with our Salesforce services team. Can you tell the audience a little bit why you selected Salesforce to work with you and the value that you're getting from some of that?
It was speed and competence. And speed and competence is where the professional services came in. To do such a thing in 8 months is not easy, right? And we didn't stop there since. We're actually heavily implementing now Einstein Analytics, where we're really using performance and metrics to create an insight in this domain that allows us now actually really business growth and opportunities. We worked with a key team of architects, of sales professionals, also with other ecosystem integrators together. We had exactly that mix set up. And it was not only for the implementation, but it then is about also the knowledge transfer and allowing us internally actually to accelerate and really fully use then the capabilities that we have in-house.
That's a really powerful story. I know you still have quite a bit to go on this journey, right? While you've done tremendous things very early on, just tell us a little bit about what's next.
So what we did was, I think for me, the next frontier is really an innovative go-to-market strategy. How many salespeople can you throw into the sales process? Not unlimited. So at a certain point in time, IT is the sales agent. And we need to go into an experience, beyond transaction environment. And what we did, for example, we added an intelligent care assistant where we're exposing network insights and we're really transforming our care business with this because our field service employees as well as our care people have a complete different knowledge in their interaction. And on the other hand, we're also using Salesforce where we take actually the care environment into an e-commerce environment. And in this e-commerce environment where we work together with other ecosystem partners, we then allow our customers, the telecom providers, to actually monetize then 5G digital services. For us, the journey has been extremely exciting, but I think we're actually also only at the start now. But I think, so to say, that collaboration, us growing more mature, and then, so to say, pushing the envelope further and further.
Well, it's a fantastic story. A round of applause for Ursula. Yeah. So before I let you go, we have something that we'd like to share with you, a little gift we'd like to give you. For those of you that know out there, we have a customer COA program here at Salesforce. And this is for those customers that have been with us for 10 years or more. So Nokia is one of those customers, and I'd like to just take a moment to present Ursula with a surfboard of our congratulations. So let's hear it for Nokia. Thank you so much. All right. And with that, I'd like to bring Jamie Dominici back on the stage.
Oh, there we are. For our third chapter, we're going to talk about heart. Really, we know you're all in this room, so you've already thought, and you know you want to put the customer at the center of your business, but to do that, it takes a lot of heart. I want to show you a customer who's done just that. Let's go to the video.
I want more women in tech. I started my journey as a system administrator, and I used to love breaking and fixing stuff. Like, break it, fix it. And I'm like, oh my God, this is exactly what I was meant to do.
The first word I would use to describe Ekta is inspiring. She is an unstoppable force multiplier. She is a natural-born cheerleader. She does it in such a way that really rallies an organization.
Ekta is a complete trailblazer. If I just think of her leadership in terms of all the different transformations that have taken place in our company.
e.l.f. is a digital native.
We were one of the original disruptors in our space, going first direct to consumer on the internet, building up the #1 mass e-commerce site, and constantly innovating and moving as fast as our consumers do.
Cosmetics is one of the most intimate, personal categories there is. How do I walk into that room feeling like I can conquer the world?
So much of our industry is focused on kind of being exclusionary.
We are for the young, the old, the glam, the minimalist, the maximalist, and every look in between.
Our mission is to bring the best of beauty and make it accessible to every eye, lip, and face. It is, by nature, a very inclusive mission, and we need to live our mission and make sure that we're serving our community.
Even though our consumers are incredibly diverse, their needs, wants, and desires are remarkably similar. The consumer doesn't want to feel like everybody else. How do we speak to them directly in a language that's appealing to them?
This one-on-one personalization, and how do we deliver that in a really, really rapid way?
And that's where Salesforce comes in for us.
From discovery all the way to post-purchase, the full connected platform allows me to make this a frictionless journey for them.
The role of Salesforce is really to help brands like ours be able to scale that make us punch way above our weight.
That's how we're going to deliver that e.l.f. oh my God moment that you just can't wait to share with a friend. That shift from just great marketing to intelligent marketing is something that Ekta is leading and behind with so much enthusiasm that it's been contagious within the organization.
One of the things I appreciate most about Ekta is her passion, not only for technology, but especially for our team and for people and partnership.
It's a company that wins together, and I think that culture is part of the DNA. I love working for e.l.f.
Please welcome to the stage, Ekta Chopra. Hi, Ekta.
Thank you.
Great video. I love it. And you're the head of digital, you're a trailblazer, you've done a lot of stuff. We saw in the video, you guys have connected service, marketing, commerce to create this center, your customer experience. Can you tell everybody how you did that?
Yeah.
So e.l.f. is a unique brand that leverages the full power of Connected Cloud, from Commerce Cloud to Marketing Cloud and Service Cloud, and now MuleSoft. And the reason why we do that is we want to build an ecosystem that services our consumer at every single touch point. From pre-purchase to during purchase and post-purchase, we want to make this experience awesome for them.
Well, I think we should show everybody how you did it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So Jamie came to our website, and then she decided to leave. So I'm going to nudge her a bit and ask her to come back. So in this email, what you'll see, Jamie receives a very personalized email based on the recommendations that we have for Jamie. So what we have is a beauty profile. With that profile, we knew that Jamie looked at certain things, her preferences, and hence we sent her this very personal email.
Well, I love the personalized email, but let's go behind the scenes. Let's go into Marketing Cloud and see how you actually built this.
Let's do it. So let's look under the hood. So on the left-hand side, what you'll see is we have a bunch of journeys. But the journey that I'm really going to focus on is the abandoned cart journey. So right here, what you'll see is that with the Journey Builder, which is, allows you to connect different touch points of how our consumers want to be engaged, whether it's email, SMS, or both. So through this Journey Builder and leveraging the power of Einstein, we're able to engage with Jamie, and actually see if our Journey Builder is working or not, and if we need to do anything differently. So it's fueled by Einstein, and everything at e.l.f. that we do, we want it to be powered by data.
Okay, now let's go back to that email.
Sure. So right here, what you'll see is now that Jamie, I've nudged her, she's actually going to click on it, and she's going to go to the mobile website. So this is a mobile-first website powered by Commerce Cloud. And we've embedded payment types like PayPal, Apple Pay, as well as Afterpay. And the same personalization carries over to the cart as well. So she can add more stuff to the cart. So Jamie decides to make the checkout.
That is so cool. Now, I'm noticing something at the bottom here, that let's chat. What's that all about?
That's my favorite part. That's e.l.f. So e.l.f. is powered by Einstein Service Cloud, and e.l.f. is a gender-neutral bot, as you can see, with a big smile and a big heart. And and very soon we'll have a lot more e.l.f. friends. But here what you'll notice is that what we did was that one of the reasons why e.l.f. came to life was we wanted to service our consumer 24/7. And e.l.f. allows us to do that. So we looked at all our touch points and the service tickets, and based on that, we came with top 15 queries that our customers reach out to us for. So in this case, Jamie wants to search for her order status, and when she does that, e.l.f. engages with her and services her right there. And, it's quick and easy.
That is awesome. Amazing.
Thank you.
Way to go. Now, e.l.f., you guys are doing amazing things, clearly, and thank you. My husband's going to be excited about all that makeup I just purchased. Mm-hmm. But now, I remember in your video, you made a really powerful statement. You said you want more women in tech.
100%.
Yep. And you also, I know e.l.f. has been highly committed to that. Similar to here at Salesforce, we are very committed to bringing equality into the workplace. And we really want to applaud the work that your company and you have done. So, on behalf of e.l.f., we will be donating $10,000 to Girls, Inc.
Yay! Thank you.
Yes. Yes, Girls, Inc. is an incredible charity that is all about bringing up girls and investing in them to make them strong and smart and bold. So thank you so much, Ekta, for all the work that you've done. Let's celebrate.
Thank you.
Now, if you're in the audience and you're saying, okay, I want to do what Ekta did, let me give you some tools of how you can do that. 1, your first step should be to go to the community and to download one of our Salesforce integration solution kits. These are available to everyone. You know what? We've done a lot of these cross-cloud multi-product implementations, and we learned a thing or two. So we've taken those best practices, we've bundled them up, and we're going to give them to you. What do you get with these? One, you get a case study. You can learn from another customer what they did. Then we're going to tell you what products you need, what connections you need. We're going to give you a high-level workflow and a suggested implementation path. That's all there. 6 of these are live. 3 more are coming in the next quarter, and we're partnering with our product team to continuously be putting these out for you. This is accessible to all now. Now, if you're in the room and you have Premier, I see some of you looking around, you don't know, but you should go back and find out if you don't. Because if you have Premier, you already get access to 24/7 support, and you get access to all of our success tools, like accelerators. An accelerator, for those who don't know, is like a one-on-one coaching session where you can work with a customer, a Salesforce expert, and they will help you reach an outcome. Maybe that's you're using Pardot, you want to know how to manage your leads. Or if you're using Marketing Cloud, how do I run email marketing reports? Or maybe it's the platform, how do I drive adoption? We can help you with all of those, and you can work with an expert by just having Premier. And for my small businesses out there, I just want you to know, we hear you. You've been asking us, hey, I want more help too, but I need something that's a little bit more accessible to me. And that's why we've launched our Jumpstart Professional Services package. This is a package where you can work with a remote Salesforce expert, and within just 2 to 6 weeks, and only 10 hours of your team's time, we can help you get set up and get running. And what's so great about this, we don't just leave you when you're up and running. We'll give you a 30, 60, 90-day plan so you are on your best path to success. Sound good? Sounds good. Well, that just about wraps up my part of the keynote, so I'd like to welcome back Brian Millham.
Well, you're not going anywhere. We're almost done. You're going to stay with me, okay? You stay, please. So I'm always inspired by what our customers are doing with our technology. It's incredible. I'd like to actually thank our customers who are here today. It was an incredible display of what you guys are doing to transform your businesses. So how about another round of applause for our customers? And I know we covered a lot of ground today, touched a lot of areas. If you go to this URL, you've seen it through the entire presentation. All the details of what we covered today will be there. So write it down, take a picture, take it back to your teams, and share the content. And you, of course, can call any of us as well. But I think there's one other thing we have to cover today, right, Jamie?
I think so.
What is it?
I think we need to give away a trip. Does anybody in here want to go to Australia?
Who wants to go to Australia?
Nobody. Well, one of you, well, she's from Australia, so she's like, I hope it's not me. But somebody else in this room is going to Australia. So look under your seats and see if you're the golden ticket winner.
Do we have a winner?
If you're the winner, stand
Anybody?
up.
Who's the winner?
Oh!
Congratulations.
You're going to Oz.
All expense paid trip for 2. I love Australia. I'd love to go. I don't know, it's kind of weird that I threw that out there, but yeah, fine. Anyway.
No pressure. Thank you, congratulations.
Thank you so much. One last comment before we go. We've had a great session today. Really important that we call out one last thank you to our success community who we asked to submit their favorite tips and tricks. As you leave today, please check out the video. Thank you for being here and have a great rest of your Dreamforce. Thank you so much.